In the nearly 2 weeks since this delicate ceasefire between Israel and Hamas went into effect, international observers have been able to enter Gaza to assess the damage. So what are we learning about the scale of damage in Gaza and what it would actually take to rebuild it? First, it's important to know that this really is the most extreme example of conflict-related devastation we've ever seen in modern times. Let's use World War II as a point of comparison. The proportion of structures eradicated in Rafah and in Jabalia refugee camp alone is higher than what an atomic bomb destroyed in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And Gaza is uniquely devastating because people can't flee to a less destroyed place. So there are the statistics you might have heard already. That's 92% of all housing units in Gaza damaged or destroyed, 100% of all educational facilities, and the fact that 95% of Gaza's hospitals incurred severe damage. But there is also the damage that doesn't immediately come to mind. 80% of all trees in Gaza are gone, for example. And when it comes to rebuilding, the most urgent need is actually not the houses or the schools. It's Gaza's water infrastructure. 70% of Gaza's 600 water and sanitation facilities have been damaged or destroyed. And the consequences of that could be more deadly than the war itself. UNICEF says that after a protracted war like this one, young children are 20 times more likely to die from a disease linked to unsafe water than a war injury. The World Bank estimates that it will take $70 billion to rebuild Gaza into a livable place. But looking closer at their report, that price tag is just on the first year of damage. And the biggest and most dangerous task is actually clearing the rubble. That's 600 million tons of rubble, according to some estimates. But this has to be done carefully and slowly. The UN estimates that 2.3 million tons of this rubble is contaminated with asbestos. And we also know that in this rubble, there is also undetonated explosives and an estimated 10,000 bodies. And last thing, all the experts on this have emphasized this rebuild can't rely on truckloads of material coming into Gaza by road the way aid does. That would take forever. A rebuild of this scale would require a deep-sea port like this one be built off Gaza's coast. Israel, of course, would need to greenlight this and allow the entry of all construction material and large machine equipment. But that has not happened in past rebuild efforts. So really, the most consequential factor in rebuilding Gaza is not how much it would cost, not who would pay for it, but what Israel will allow.